Hello.
Hello.
What is the name of your group?
We are Avantgardy from Japan.
Oh, welcome.
When Avantgardy first stepped onto the America's Got Talent stage, audiences around the world were stunned. With their identical bob haircuts, schoolgirl uniforms, and razor-sharp synchronized movements, the Japanese dance troupe seemed unlike anything AGT had ever seen. Their audition immediately went viral, with millions praising not only their technical precision, but also their quirky, theatrical style that blended humor with artistry. For a moment, it seemed as though Avantgardy might just be unstoppable, but as the competition went on, their journey became far more complicated than fans expected. Though they wowed the judges and even won a wild-card instant save vote to reach the finals, something strange happened. Their final performance didn't land the way many had hoped. Instead of standing on the AGT stage as champions, Avantgardy finished in the bottom 6. Viewers began asking questions. What really happened to Avantgardy? Were they sabotaged by song restrictions, or did cultural barriers play a role in how American audiences received them? Now, in 2025, Avantgardy's story has taken new turns. Despite not winning AGT, they've built an even larger global following, performing across Japan and gaining international tours. Yet behind their success lies the untold story of the challenges they faced during AGT and the reasons their journey ended sooner than it should have. This is the real story of Avantgardy, their rise, their heartbreak, and where they are now. When Avantgardy first appeared on America's Got Talent, it was immediately clear they were unlike any act the show had ever seen. The Japanese all-girl dance crew, dressed in their signature school uniform-style outfits with braids and stern expressions, stunned audiences with a level of synchronization so sharp it almost looked computer-generated. Their debut routine wasn't just a performance. It was an explosion of creativity, precision, and cultural uniqueness that left both the judges and the live audience in awe. Simon Cowell, who is often the hardest to impress, admitted that he had never seen anything quite like them. Heidi Klum and Sofia Vergara praised their originality, while Howie Mandel highlighted their ability to create organized chaos on stage, turning strict discipline into art. What made Avantgardy stand out wasn't just their dancing, but the way they turned performance into storytelling. Every gesture, every turn of the head, every stomp of their feet carried a narrative. The group had actually been building momentum in Japan and online before AGT, where short clips of their routines frequently went viral on TikTok. Their combination of quirky character acting with jaw-dropping choreography made them instantly shareable. However, their jump to AGT catapulted them onto a completely different level of fame. Overnight, they went from being a niche viral dance troupe to a global phenomenon. What made them resonate so deeply with international fans was their fusion of Japanese pop culture sensibilities with universal appeal. Their uniformed appearance was inspired by Japanese anime and manga aesthetics, while their dance precision reflected years of training in one of the most competitive artistic industries in the world. In a sense, Avantgardy embodied the K-pop effect, but through the lens of Japanese dance artistry, blending cultural identity with performance perfection. Their AGT journey was not without challenges, though. While they were instantly popular with audiences, some critics questioned whether they could sustain their impact across multiple rounds. Could the troupe keep surprising viewers with fresh routines while sticking to their strict identity? That became the central question of their AGT run. Despite the doubts, Avantgardy powered forward, delivering new performances that consistently went viral online. Their semi-final act, where they mixed robotic synchronization with playful comedy, racked up millions of views on YouTube within days. Fans worldwide began recreating their routines, spreading the Avantgardy effect far beyond AGT's stage. But as much as AGT launched them to global recognition, it also placed them under immense pressure. Suddenly, these young women, many of whom were still balancing school, careers, and personal lives, were expected to perform at the highest possible level in front of millions. The glitz and glamour of AGT masked a reality of grueling rehearsals, language barriers, and the stress of competing on a stage so far from home. Still, their time on AGT served as the turning point in their careers. They might not have taken home the championship title, but in many ways, they won something bigger, the world's attention. Avantgardy walked off that stage as international stars, and their future suddenly stretched far beyond what they could have imagined. AGT was the spark. But what came after, the tours, the collaborations, the rumors, and the struggles, would define what truly happened to Avantgardy. After America's Got Talent ended, Avantgardy's story didn't stop with the final curtain. In fact, their real journey was just beginning. With their viral performances fresh in the public's mind, the group found themselves in demand not only in Japan but across the globe. Their videos on YouTube and TikTok were shared millions of times, and suddenly, Avantgardy wasn't just a dance crew, they were a worldwide phenomenon. One of the biggest changes came almost immediately after AGT, international tours. Event organizers from Asia to Europe to North America wanted Avantgardy to headline shows. Their mix of discipline, humor, and unique Japanese aesthetic appealed to fans of all ages, allowing them to sell out theaters and auditoriums where traditional dance crews might have struggled. By early 2024, Avantgardy was performing in countries they had never dreamed of visiting before, including the United States, France, and even the Middle East. Their popularity wasn't just limited to the stage. Major brands began to notice them. Avantgardy landed commercial deals in Japan, promoting fashion, cosmetics, and technology products, while also collaborating with international companies eager to tap into their quirky, viral charm. Their distinctive image, schoolgirl uniforms, braided hair, and emotionless expressions became instantly recognizable, making them not just performers but cultural icons. At the same time, Avantgardy was facing the pressures that came with sudden fame. Being a large group, balancing schedules, rehearsals, and personal lives was no easy task. Some members had ambitions beyond the group, including acting and solo projects, which occasionally led to rumors of departures. Fans began speculating online about whether Avantgardy could maintain their unity in the long run. Still, their bond as a troupe remained strong. The group emphasized teamwork and discipline, often crediting their Japanese cultural values of respect and harmony as the glue that kept them together. Interviews revealed that they saw themselves not just as dancers, but as ambassadors of Japanese creativity on the global stage. That sense of purpose helped them weather the pressures of fame. By 2024, Avantgardy had firmly positioned themselves as more than just an AGT act. They were regulars at international festivals, invited to collaborate with musicians and other performers. They appeared in TV shows across Asia and even landed a high-profile feature in a Netflix documentary about global dance trends. Their quirky routines continued to dominate TikTok challenges, keeping them relevant in the ever-changing social media landscape. However, with fame also came criticism. Some observers accused them of relying too heavily on the same style of performance, questioning whether they could evolve artistically without losing their unique identity. Others suggested that their robotic style lacked emotional depth compared to other dance crews. These criticisms stung, but Avantgardy often responded by pushing the limits of their choreography, introducing more theatrical elements while staying true to their signature style. Through it all, the group remained grateful for the platform AGT had given them. While many acts fade into obscurity after the show, Avantgardy proved they could translate reality TV exposure into a lasting career. They weren't just a viral sensation anymore. They were carving out a permanent space in the entertainment industry. But behind the glamorous tours and commercial success, challenges began brewing. The pressures of travel, the rumors of internal conflicts, and the constant demand for fresh ideas raised the question: could Avantgardy continue to thrive under the weight of global expectations? Their future would depend on how they navigated those struggles, and whether the world's fascination with them would endure or fade. While Avantgardy's rise after America's Got Talent seemed unstoppable, the reality behind the scenes was far more complicated. Fame, especially when it arrives so suddenly, often comes with a heavy price. And for Avantgardy, That price was the strain of balancing global success with personal challenges. By late 2024, cracks began to show. Fans on social media started noticing longer breaks between new performances, fueling speculation that the group might be facing internal conflicts. Some Japanese tabloids hinted at disagreements over leadership within the troupe, while others claimed certain members were exploring solo opportunities. Although the group denied most of these rumors, the whispers only grew louder. The truth was, managing a large dance troupe with multiple personalities, ambitions, and life goals was not easy. Unlike a small band or a solo act, Avantgardy had to coordinate dozens of lives, from rehearsals to international travel schedules. Some members struggled with the pressure of constant visibility, while others found it difficult to keep up with the physical demands of non-stop rehearsals and performances. Injuries became more common, and the relentless pace began to take a toll. Another source of stress came from public expectations. Avantgardy's brand was built on their quirky school uniform aesthetic, stiff expressions, and laser-sharp choreography. But as time went on, critics accused them of being repetitive. Could they evolve without losing the unique identity that made them famous? Some fans pushed for innovation, while others wanted them to stick to their trademark style. This creative tug-of-war placed enormous pressure on the group's choreographers and leaders. Adding to the challenges, Avantgardy was not immune to controversy. In 2024, an incident during a live show in Tokyo sparked criticism when fans complained about technical errors and lack of energy from the dancers. While minor, the backlash made headlines in Japanese media, with some critics claiming the troupe was burning out. Although the group later bounced back with a stronger performance, the event highlighted just how much pressure they were under to be perfect every time. Financial challenges also arose. Despite their international fame, touring with such a large crew was expensive. Travel, accommodations, production costs, and staff salaries ate into profits. Some industry insiders speculated that maintaining the group at such a scale wasn't sustainable in the long run. Unlike smaller groups that could adapt more easily, Avantgardy required a significant infrastructure to keep running smoothly. Through it all, their fans remained fiercely loyal. Online communities defended them from harsh critics and celebrated every new video or public appearance. Yet the loyalty also came with high expectations. Whenever Avantgardy went silent for too long, speculation about a breakup spread quickly. By late 2024, hashtags like "Dare Where is Avantgardy" trended on Japanese Twitter, reflecting the growing anxiety around their future. Still, Avantgardy refused to bow down. In interviews, members spoke candidly about the struggles of balancing fame with personal lives, but insisted that their mission was to inspire and entertain. They emphasized that their challenges were part of growth, and that their story was still being written. However, the reality was undeniable. The road after AGT had not been smooth. The very fame that elevated them also became a weight they had to carry every single day. And as 2025 approached, the question loomed larger than ever. Would Avantgardy manage to endure as a group? Or would the pressures of the entertainment industry finally fracture the troupe that once seemed unstoppable? As we step into 2025, the big question fans keep asking is, what really happened to Avantgardy after AGT? Did the Japanese dance troupe manage to hold on to their fame, or did they fade into the background like so many reality show acts before them? The truth is, Avantgardy is still here, though their journey has taken unexpected turns. While they are no longer dominating headlines every week as they did in their AGT days, they remain active both in Japan and internationally. In early 2025, Avantgardy performed at several high-profile cultural events in Asia, including a massive New Year's celebration in Tokyo that was broadcast across national TV. Their sharp choreography and distinct aesthetic are still instantly recognizable, proving that their brand hasn't lost its spark. Social media continues to be their strongest platform. On TikTok, short clips of their routines still rack up millions of views, especially when they collaborate with influencers or remix popular songs into their performances. Their official YouTube channel has grown steadily, with behind-the-scenes content and new routines keeping fans engaged. Unlike many AGT acts who vanish after their 15 minutes of fame, Avantgardy has successfully transitioned into digital stardom, where their creativity can thrive without the constant pressure of live competition. But 2025 has also brought changes to the group's lineup. Some members have quietly stepped back, choosing to pursue solo careers in acting, modeling, or choreography. Avantgardy has been transparent about these shifts, often introducing new dancers into the troupe to keep the group dynamic alive. While this has sparked nostalgia among fans who miss the original members, it has also shown that Avantgardy is less about individuals and more about a collective identity. The group's strength lies in its ability to evolve without losing its core image. Philanthropy has also become part of their identity. In 2025, Avantgardy launched a project in Japan to support young girls in pursuing dance, offering free workshops and mentorship programs. For many fans, this move solidified their reputation as not just entertainers but role models. By giving back to their community, they've ensured their influence goes beyond entertainment into cultural impact. Of course, the rumors haven't stopped. Every few months, speculation about a breakup resurfaces online. Yet the group continues to release new content, silencing doubts with every performance. While it's true that Avantgardy no longer enjoys the same peak buzz they had during AGT, they have settled into a sustainable rhythm, balancing live shows, digital content, and international collaborations. Industry insiders now describe Avantgardy as a cultural export of Japan. Much like how K-pop groups represent South Korea on the global stage, their ability to blend discipline with creativity has made them ambassadors of Japanese artistry, and in 2025, they continue to represent that identity proudly. So, what really happened to Avantgardy? They didn't disappear. They didn't burn out. Instead, they adapted. They moved from being a reality show sensation to carving out a long-term space in the entertainment industry. Their story proves that while fame may fade, talent and originality can find new ways to survive. As of 2025, Avantgardy remains a group still dancing, still evolving, and still capturing hearts, though now with a quieter confidence, one that doesn't need the AGT stage to shine.